Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another, I hope, interesting video. This is a repair on an instrument cluster for a Homer 2. I have it right in my bench, so let me bring it over. I'm just trying to do, sorry to get out of the, the capture. I'm just trying to get an intro for the video so you guys can see me, but I will be putting the camera, which is actually, I'm using a new camera and a new microphone system from Rode Link. And I got the Sony a7S III with a nice photo lens that I think that I will be able to put here and capture more of the repairs, which is what most of you would like to see instead to be looking at me. So let's see how it goes. So I'm going to stop the video just for a second to set up that camera here. You will be hearing me perfectly, and I will be also using the the microscope camera for some of the captures. I'm playing a little bit with the autofocus and the ISOs and so other things. As I go, it will get better. This is a more professional recording camera than shooting from the iPhone, so hopefully it's a better experience for all of you. Please let me know in the comments and see how you like the content as well. All right, so let me reset or put the camera here. I'll be right back. All right, so we're now on the upper view. So this is where you guys will be seeing partially, just, you know, as a test. I love the autofocus on this camera. It's just so responsive. It's unbelievable. I'm very happy. You know, I also got the Rode Link Filmmaker, I think, is the system for the microphone, and the audio quality is fantastic as well. I just wanted to give a better experience. I will be using this more and on all of my videos here. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera right there, just moving the cable away. More and more of my videos, because this is a more professional. This records in 10-bit, so I can edit a lot better the videos. All right, let me also put some gloves before I start doing the work. I mean, the cluster is already this is from a customer. Let me get his business card out of my pocket. So this is the customer, the cluster for Nanny. He's a service advisor in a shop in Maryland, and he contacted me and told me about bringing the cluster and repair it for them. I'm like, sure, I will be more than happy to help you. Yes. And they're helping me, and I appreciate the business. All right, so going back to the repair. I usually like to clean the cluster. I'm spraying just a little. This rack is the one I use to remove the dust, so it's not really clean, but it's the one I use just to get all the dust and everything out. Just a quick cleanup, nothing too crazy. And then just a paper towel to clean. I also like to do this to, you know, notice any scratches or heavy scratches before I start doing any work, you know. Yep, that's good enough. All right, we need to get some picks. And these ones, we need to get the black part out first. That will give me better access for these two here that needs to be removed. They're always the ones on the way. And again, I try to record as much as possible live, so we can see it together. I mean, ooh, this has been repaired before and very, very badly. Ooh. Hopefully you guys can see this. I will be doing a close capture. Yeah, somebody was the motors don't seem to been repaired before, so let me do a zoom. And that's the nice about this camera. I can get you in closer without, you know, stopping the video too much. That's probably a lot of light. This camera captures a lot the light as well. So I'm gonna have to play with the intensity of my lighting so it doesn't affect the video quality too much, but I need to see as well. So with the iPhone it was actually completely the opposite. I needed to add more light. So yeah, somebody resoldered all this, you know, all these connections in here and didn't clean up. I mean, I cannot say it is a bad repair, but really not so good. I can see corrosion everywhere here. Hopefully it's repairable. I don't think any of the motors has been replaced, which is a complaint right now, so I will just do what I'm ordered to do. But like I said, as I said, you know, always to check everything. So let's get the next part out. So for these ones I use my screwdriver. Should be on this side. I just jam the screwdriver under it and then pull here. Hard to see. I reduce the light to get you the best capture possible. Yeah, that one came out perfect. All right, so got the upper black part out. That's why I removed the back part, to get these two out of the way easier. Yeah, this one, who feels like, I mean, look at this. This is, oh yeah, this is definitely, all the step motors are damaged, no doubt about it. Ooh, this is this one doesn't even move. All right, so let me get the connections that I need to test this. All I'm powering, you know, using right now is just power. I got the connectors that I can use the scanner with. Just move around the connection. I really don't like this. Let's see if it comes on. I just somehow hold it. So that's not working for you. It's good for me, but not for you. Just a bunch of EPROMs that I got in there from other repairs. All right, so 13.5, so I channel 2, my power supply is pretty much ready to go. So it does power up, and I could hear some of the stepper motors, so I'm going to get the scanner out. For this I use the Maxis Elite. You know, you can use pretty much any scanner that has bi-directional control. The reason I'm doing that, I just want to do the sweep test. Let me get you guys back out so you can see a little more. Trying to hold the arm that I'm putting the camera so it's not shaky too much. And as you guys have seen in other videos, I mean, I don't have the VIN number for the vehicle, so I'm just gonna have to guess. So it's manually select, so let's see if we can find it. I think he told me 2003. I'm not 100% sure. So you're gonna do a manual selection. Let's do 2003. So as far as the engine, I don't really think it matters too much. None of them are small, so let's select a 6.0 automatic. The weight doesn't really matter. Let's put all-wheel drive just to do anything. I'm just selecting. You guys probably not being able to see this on this kind of capture. So that's one. Some of the not good things about having just one camera recording, but I seen that people like this. I mean, it's a little impersonal, but it's just the way it is. So let's select the control unit. I'm just going to read what I'm doing. I know you guys can see anything, but so let me see if I can go into gauge test. It's establishing communication, and it did work. So all right, so it's 2003, works okay. All right, off. So as you can see, this one, I mean, it's not coming back. Weird. It's like some of the lights come on and off on this side. Let me try to hold the instrument panel one more time. Yeah, this is yeah, I mean, definitely. I just wanted to know if they work. Transmission is just almost destroyed, but it tries to move. And off. All right, let me go into check all the dots in the odometer. Yeah, fine. And last, let's check the lamp test. We'll do the lamp test. Off. On. Yep, everything is good. All right, yeah, man. It's like I said, sometimes doesn't really look good. I mean, it's a 2002, 2003, so it's just much, you know, just so much you can do, right? So, yep, let's start with the repair. I'm turning the power supply off. And I'm turning the scanner itself as well off. So I don't like to Drain the battery, which is already 42%. Enough for all this repair. So yeah, even though this repair doesn't look too professional, it's working. So I might just clean it and clean this on the back as well, and then we go from there. All right, let's get the needles out. Very hard stuck in. Make sure you guys are in good enough area seeing it. All these small ones are the same. But they were so stuck. Okay, so we can now get this one out, which I will clean later. I'm gonna put them on the other bench that I got here. Gotta also power probe breakout box. A friend of a friend stopped by the shop, and he wants me to try to take a look and see why it's not. I think it's a can line is not working. So this one might be another interesting thing to do. I never worked in any of this. I mean, it has Phillips screws and it looks very nice design. I have seen this on the videos, and it has voltage and everything. So it's kind of funny. It doesn't look like a Vuse, but it's hard to say with electronics, right? I have a computer that I can use to read the CAN network activity, because I think that's what his complaint is. All right, so let me set the other camera, which is going to be the microscope. Just getting it close, but not yet. Want to make sure, yeah, everything is good. And we're gonna start recording. I'm gonna close the hand for when I start recording. And now. All right, so now the camera on the microscope is on, which is the one we're going to be using for checking the board. Okay, so I think I really like this setup. I'm gonna take a picture with my phone so you guys can see what I did to give you good content. Try to keep, these gloves are not phone friendly. Yeah, I was able to take one picture. And that's the camera setup. I mean, this is actually, I think it's very good. That arm that I got it on Amazon. I'm gonna take a picture so you guys can see it for whoever wants to, you know, get it. It's very strong. I think this camera with the Rode and the lens is probably around 4 pounds, and it's still steady. I like my desk is big, so even though I move or shake something on this desk, the camera up top is not really shaking. All right, so back to the repair. Need to get more illumination in here for my eyes. Yeah, the common areas, I'm going to point right here, right here. This actually, it doesn't really look that bad. Not all are cracked, but I can start to see this one is cracked. I mean, the very common repairs on this one. Just going quick around. See if we see anything weird. No, looks really clean. Wonder why they did that on the connector. Maybe it got ripped out. Sometimes that connector on the harness on the vehicle gets really stuck and it's not much access. Somebody just come and pulls the cluster off and they damage that. Yeah, just the common areas on those resistors is the only ones that I see as part of the problem here. Yeah, looking at it in the microscope, I mean, it's dirty. Definitely not the best work. Let me get this on focus because I don't know what happened here. As you can see, I mean, nothing is shorted, everything is good. I mean, it's just aesthetic. But I mean, I cannot really say that whoever did this job did anything wrong. No, it's just, I mean, I got OCD, it has to be looking good. We got some signs of minor corrosion on the board. Heat areas under those resistors, which is the most common problem on all these clusters. Just getting a brush to clean this a little bit. See what I can remove from. I mean, it's just, this is all you need to do. Even if the solder joints are not the best, at least clean your work. A flux is going to create corrosion. Things that I like about that board cleaner, flux cleaner, is it leaves no residue. It will dry it out, and it leaves no residue. So that's really good. I use this, and I have compressor in cans that I can use for this as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not really that bad after a cleanup. Again, not the best of professional repair, but it works. Nothing is shorted, so I will just going to leave it the way it is. All right, so let's get those motors out. All right, so I will stop the recording on the microscope now. I don't have to keep that one going on the entire process. Sometimes I forget about, turning that one off, and I have to do a lot of editing. Just rather, remove that hand part or even leave it. I mean, I don't think it's nothing that bad to. It's a normal. All right, the solder socket is here. We can get a little closer. Too much probably. Like right there, right? Sorry guys, put this momentarily and stay there. Nothing happened, but I don't like things falling next to me. It was just a cover for the cluster. Small capacitor. This is what I like about those gloves. Don't do that with your hand, you get burnt. I'll let it heat up. Kind of like I'm bending the wire for the motor. But you need to wait to make sure the solder is already liquid. Just give it a little seconds. Good. Out of focus, might be moving a little bit, depends on what I put in there, but just is the nature of the beast. Then I have all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, they're all done. And then what I like to do is just turn around and make sure that you're not pulling the pads. This is where you got to be careful, you know, make sure that all the solder is gone. So before you just go and pull it and then destroy the pad, don't do that, or I mean, you're gonna have to, you know, put a jumper or so. Again, if you just give it a second to the desoldering gun, you can see how it becomes liquid and all will go very nice and smooth. Okay, so we got them all out. 2, 4, 6, 7. Garbage. And let's take the both out. You can see I just shake it and they come loose. Well, let's get the hot air iron ready for this. You get used to keep everything in hand's reach. Like I got my wire right there, my roll of wire, and my iron right here. You will work fast. Things goes smooth if you're organized. Because at first it might be like, you know, you set up your desk or your workstation any way you like it. Just keep it the same way always, and then your brain will just, your memory muscles will just reach exactly where everything is. Let me get the parts. Okay, we got the bulbs in here. And the new motors. All right, so actually, let me just keep it in the box. Well, that's secure in there and just laying around. I'm gonna have to get the microscope to do the repair, so we're going back to the microscope, and that's going to be now. Okay, make sure that it's in focus. You guys are looking good in there. I really like this new camera. I think I'm very happy. I do a lot of homework before I spend money on new gadgets or tools, because I don't like to return anything. One thing that I need to put is the fan. Not sure how the sound is going to be with that. Maybe it picks it up or not. I'll be able to play a little bit with that, but I try not to talk too much when I have this on, or just on this first time. You don't want to be smelling those fumes. Like I said, you know, these resistors, I mean, you don't see much heat, which is a good sign. Even though it's a 2003 or so. I mean, what you guys see, I think it's not bad of a sound, the one on the fan. I like white noise to go to sleep, fans, or I actually put, you know, rain. Got a little bit of a pinging noise. Tinnitus or tinnitus, I don't know how you call that, on my right ear. And it's no, hopefully you guys see how that moved just by touching this side. So that means this side is completely off, and that's what we're here for, right? And we need to put new solder here on all the balls. Just see if there's any other resistor that I might want to fix. I don't like this one here. Let's do 1/6. 1/6. I think as far as resistors, that's all we need to. This one on this LED doesn't look too good. Right here. I'm gonna try to touch the size that I think is good. Let's see if they move. No. Sometimes they look like it's cracked, but it's not. Just the clear coat they put on the top. Alright, that's good enough for here, so we can go back to the main camera. So I'm turning the microscope camera away, or stop the recording now we can get this out of the way, and we can come back with you guys here. Let me get you a little closer. And hopefully that's good. I don't need the microscope for those. This is just, tinning where I'm going to put the new balls. So mold. And that's it, right? Yep. Alright, one quick cleanup. I mean, I don't really need to clean where the balls are, just always, it's a habit. Because I need to put the balls, so I will be putting some more flux with the soldering, but it's okay. Get some of that fluid out. Now you can hear me better. You got that hopefully not too annoying fan sound. All right. For this, I gotta get the gloves out. What I like to do is just cut it short. I'll say probably like 3/8 of an inch. That's as much as I leave on the wires that hold the bolt. And then yes, you know. That's all you need to do. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 8 more bolts. I mean, it's not really a perfect science in here. Both are under a cover, so it's not really a problem if one is a 1/16 of an inch shorter or longer. I'm pretty good with dimensions, and I'll show you that in a sec, especially when my vision was better. I was able to pretty much just with the naked eye tell you what distance was that. I shouldn't have done this here, because this rubber is very hard to pull the little pieces of wire, which I sometimes like to keep for jumpers. This is very thin, but I mean, it's made to hold, you know, the voltage and amperage. 2, 4, 6. So 2 more. What a crazy weather after all this snow time here in Virginia. And I mean, what happened in Texas is unbelievable. And now today's 60. You can go into, you know, take a walk in shorts, especially after you're about to get used to the cold. 30, 20s, 10s, you get to 60 and it's like, it feels like summertime. All right, those are all the bolts that I need. I was going to show you, you know, just hopefully you guys can see this too. I mean, this is like perfect. Like I said, I'm so used to lengths and dimensions just with the naked eye. I used to work in construction, you know, when I was younger. That was a long time ago. This one I should have soldered the other way, but it's done. You just put them in there. They come with a fresh solder. That's what I said, that you really need to clean this until you're done, because either way you're gonna have to re-clean everything and reposition the bolts where they go. So don't straighten them up yet, because you need to clean that. Should I just use the big one? Come on, heat up. Waiting for the beep. You gotta be careful, make sure the wires are not twisted and shorted together, but I mean, that's just common sense, right? Always put the balls before you install the motors, the step motors, because you got plenty of room to work now. With the motors in there, you don't. I have to go and change the heat because I think this is like an 80. Ooh, I'm burning. What is the temperature in here? Yeah, 72 and I'm burning. My ears are cooking. I'm gonna have to take like 3 minutes of your time with nothing in here to go and turn the heater off or something because I'm sweat. I'm about to sweat. Whew. I was set to 70. When it's cold, it's not bad, but now that it's very warm, it is cooking me in here. All right, so now I want to retouch all those joints with fresh solder. I'm really starting to think to get the JBC iron. I mean, it's a bit expensive, but the recovering time for work like this is just instant. I just not sure. I mean, I already got so many tips for the Haco. I probably got, I don't know, maybe 60. And they're like $100 each. And then I will have to start buying tips for the JBC, and that's what it got me thinking. I don't want to spend all that money on that. All right, now you can either take a Q-tip, just go easy. I mean, it's not much flux in here. This is clean solder, but still is some. You want to make sure you clean that. You can see the Q-tip is not really coming too dirty. But you can see the marks of the flux next to the solder. Pads. Yeah, pads. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, now then you can just, straight each valve where they go. That should work. Now it's step motor time. I think for this, I want to zoom out the camera. So let me get back out so you guys got more distance to watch what I'm doing. And I have more distance to put the motors as well. You put the motor and then you bend the pins in. That was not straight. Nothing happened. It's just not fitting in the right position. It's 4 legs, right, for the motor, so just be careful when you're installing. glass. This plastic holder is really good. Yep, 2 pads in here are lifted. Not destroyed, but they're left, so I think it's going to be microscope coming back into the shot. So let me start the recording on the microscope now. They're all stream openings. Cancel. That's my doggy. He loves to bark. Nothing yet, no microscope camera yet. The pad just left probably because of the same pins when I was fitting it in. That's the only one, because I can see the pad still there, so we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to put the microscope in the recording, and that will be starting now. Okay. We have enough doggies barking. I got my lenses on still. Now let's see if we can fix that. Put on a major repair, or do we need to go deep? No, I think it's not going to be that bad. Alright, so let's try to bring this one in here as well. The actual pad is still good. It just came off of the board itself. So let me put this on. So yeah, I think it's not going to be any problems. As long as they're not ripped. It's like I said, that's just a soldering pad. So yeah, that's perfect. All right, that's it. Let me take a quick look of the rest. All right, so stopping the recorder on the microscope now. All right, so let's get the microscope away from here, and we're back into the upper recording. I can get you a little closer. I love this lens. I love this camera. This is working just fantastic. It's so much easier to record the entire process. All right, so let's get this done. Oh, I might want to just add a little flux. No matter what, I'll be cleaning everything. So Just adding flux into all the pins. And this is what they call no clean flux from MG chemicals. That's it. I would put, you know, a little bit of a I have the name on my tongue, mask. I got another ones in the pens in there. What are they? I think I got one here. Yeah, this is the overcoat pen. It's from the same company, MG Chemicals. You can just apply that after, so it's kind of like a cement that will protect that from coming off, even though the solder will do it. But just so you guys, if you want to ever use that, you can too. I'm so used to do this on the microscope. I'm not sure if that has a pad in there. A weird feeling. Yeah, I think that pad is gone. I don't think there's anything in there. Let me take a look at that. I'm gonna bring the microscope. I'm sorry guys, so start the recording now. Alright. Yeah, that pad is gone. Alright, so yep, that has absolutely no pad. So all we need to do is make one. We can use the same wires that we have from the bulbs, and that's what I like to keep it. We can just go from here and surround that. So let's now bend it. I don't want to touch it with my fingers because it's probably very hot from the you know, from the soldering. You can cut that here. And that should do it, right? That's what I like to also, you know, see what I'm doing in the microscope. Sometimes it's just impossible to see if you are really, you know, soldering or not, you know. And this one is good. Yeah, this all looks good. The pads that we have a problem before. Yeah, this is perfect. Ay, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to block my phone? Sorry guys, because otherwise I would not stop. So let me answer this annoying message. Okay, sorry about that. I like to keep those foams in there till they protect the board or the balls. They don't get bent. I'm just reaching different position. I don't need that close capture. Let's refocus this camera. Perfect. Dios mío. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they're all here. I have the fan on to see if it is very annoying. I don't have to. I'm only going to do it on this video. Keep the sound as best as possible. And the last motor, which I cannot see very well. A little higher, that's it. For the microscope camera or microscope itself. Alright, that should do it. Alright, stopping the microscope again, and that will be now. Okay, I can get this out of the way. Let's clean this. Give it a good clean up. And this is the reason why I like to put the foam under it. I don't damage anything. Just went in the rack with the same flux cleaner. For the rest, looking good. We're done, right? So we're pretty much just cleaning for the last test. Let's see if we didn't bend too much the balls. Not really, everything looks good. Just maybe one right here. But for the red looks pretty good. So now we need to put this. This is where I gotta be very careful. Let me connect this into the scanner and well, the scanner is already connected. The plug for the power. All right. I think that might even hold it itself. Let's put some power. Everything is nice and lead. Yeah, it looks good. We can put it together. All right, so let me remove that. All right, before I put anything together, let's put the gloves back in my hands. Finger marks, and I want to get a rag to clean. I got an order rag to clean that little screens. Little alcohol. That's it. And putting it back together is actually very quick and easy. Use this first so it's set in place and not to move. Just bringing all the covers in here. So you're doing it this way, the board has already positions where it sits, so it will not move. Everything is exactly what it should be. Just make sure it clips. Let's use the rag again one more time. And again, now we can put the needles. Just remember not to push the needles all the way down to do the adjustment, right? I like to start like in this position, then I can go back and I can feel that I am putting a little effort in the stepper motor, because if you start there you might gonna have to turn around. I mean, sometimes you have to. This is not really nothing wrong with that, but you will feel the fuel pretty much in the coolant temperature. You need to set up like, I would say like a quarter of an inch, because it will go and come back. You'll see. Transmission temperature is probably going to do the same, so we'll see. But we are here to adjust, so no problem. Again, just don't push it all the way in, and you can move it back. Even if you have to come back, we'll spin it all the way around. All right, so let's plug this back in. And the same cable holds it in a good position. Yep. All right, so not bad, not so bad. This one needs to come back a little bit. This one too. Let's power off one more time. This is the first test you need to do. These two are perfect, so I can pretty much press. Oh, did I move it? Yes, I did. Yep. See, it was too loose. Let's turn that one off. This is the first test you want to do. So with the gas power on, you can see some of the settings for the needles. The fuel is perfect as well. Now it's going to stay here. So the transmission is not. I think I have to come back more. The temperature seems to be pretty good. This one is not. So, and this one is not. All right, power off, power on. Just a little tiny bit more on here. This one went too much. This one has to be in 0. This one is in 0. This one is perfect, so we can push it down one more time. This one has to come back more. The transmission temperature is now perfect. Power off, power on. I don't like that pressure in there. This is it is really not wanted to be perfect. That looks pretty good. All right, one more time. That looks perfect, and that is perfecto. All right, now let's get the scanner to do a full sweep. Let iron off. Getting some of these tools away, so I can put the scanner here, which is turning on. In the meantime, I can put this chemical back into the bottle. This is the cleaner or the flux. I use pretty much everything from NG Chemicals. This is a flux remover. Flux remover 4140 -1L, which is for 1 liter. Okay. Diagnostics. Now I can go just to history, which is the last one, and I can just click in there. That's gonna make my life a lot simpler. Diagnostics, control unit, instrument panel, active test. All right, let's do the gauges first. Perfect. Everything is in maximum, all perfect. off once again. All right, let's check the lamps. All looking good. And once again, just the dots on the odometer, odometer. Sometimes my brain wants to say something in Spanish. All right, that looks pretty good. So all good. This is a complete repair, and that's all you need to do. It's pretty simple as long as you got, you know, the tools that you need for this, and try to share as much as I can basics. Turning the scanner off. And also for my own personal, you know, records to customers, they can see their repair. And I see you next time. You know, if you're close to me, Maryland, I'm in Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York. I mean, you can pretty much send it from anywhere in the States. Just please, you know, shoot me an email. I will put the email right here. Or try to contact me. You can look into my Facebook page, Mike Salazar Diagnostics, or my YouTube channel, Mike Salazar Diagnostics as well, or my page. My website is www.mikesalazardiagnostics.com. And that Mike, I know I keep saying Mike, is M-A-I-C, is Mike. That's just in Spanish, the way it sounds, and then that's how everybody always has called me. So thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know what you think about the quality of the audio and the video on this one, since I'm using a new setup. Hopefully you like it, and I will put the pictures of the setup that I'm using right now here for those that wants to get some setup like that in the arm that I'm using. Again, thank you so much, and I see you next time. Bye bye.